Okay, everybody, I hope my head's out of the way. I've incorporated some new lighting features. Hoping that works. But this is the adventures of Comic Man Gus. And thank you for watching from Comic Man Gus. Number one was Avengers 7, the first episode issue. If you haven't seen that, it's on YouTube. My YouTube channel, Comic Man Gus. Oh, we got to remember to use this light. A little light strapped to my head. It's really interesting. Number 2 is Richie Rich, number 39. And number 3, revealing... Oh, I don't really want to reveal it yet, do I? I'm going to put my thumb over it. Sorry. Okay, so we're talking a little bit about these guys here, since they're on the Freeform channel, I believe, which used to be like, I don't know, ABC Kids or something dumb like that. Cloak and Dagger. This is the first issue of, or first appearance of Cloak and Dagger. And it was in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man number 64. And in March, and it looked like 1982. Remember you always look down in here on the inside page? Talks about it, volume 1, Peter Parker, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is kind of cool, but guess what? Cloak and Dagger. Right up there. Stan Lee presents a decidedly different tale of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man by Bill Mantlo. That's Bill. It doesn't say Bill, but is Bill Mantlo. And the first name here is Ed Hannigan. We got Jim Mooney, and I'm not sure. I can't remember. Is it Joe Rosen? I'm not sure. Tom DeFalco, Jim Shooter, blah blah blah. These guys are the ones that created Cloak and Dagger. Check us out. It's kind of cool. First appearance right there. We have come for you, Simon Marshall. Cloak and Dagger. You have so much to pay for. That's Dagger, as you can tell. And then, but guess what? We're not going to turn the page, because guess what? You don't have to buy this issue. This is awesome, man. First appearance. Okay, bye-bye. The next appearance was in, let's see what it was. Just a few months later, right? August of 82. The first one was in March. Number 69, there's Cloak and Dagger, the return of Cloak and Dagger. Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, number 69. And we're going to put that one away. Take good care of these little comics and put them right over there. And then number 70, because it was a two-parter. Is this the end of Cloak and Dagger? Again, Ed Hannigan is still involved in it, and I think Bill Mantlo. There we go. That's the third appearance. Fourth appearance is Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, and now Cloak and Dagger, Stalkers in the Shadows. All right, number 81. We got number 82. There they are, taking on the Kingpin. Again, we got Punisher. Ooh, Punisher showed up in this one. Nice. All right, and then we got a little bit more of their own thing going. And that was their first 4 issues in a limited series. Cloak and Dagger, that's right after this last issue of, hey, see you later there, bud. Last issue, which is number 82 in September of 1980. We're going to double check. I think it's 83. Yep, 1983. Remember, look inside the cover. There's Punisher. Cool. So right after that, see, they know how to market the Marvel. They've had some practice. Right after September of 82, the 5th appearance, right? Count them 5. What did they do? Threw in a miniseries. October, November, December, January. So right afterwards, okay? And a 4-issue limited series. Marvel knows how to market. This is pretty cool. So you want to get these issues. These are amazing. And I think still Bill Mantlo, I believe. Yeah, Bill and Ed, created by Bill Mantlo and Ed Hannigan. Bill Mantlo's story. Rick Leonardi did the penciling and Terry Austin the inker. So this is getting pretty good stuff. This is fantastic art, by the way. There they are, Cloak and Dagger. They meet up with a priest or a pastor, and very, very fascinating. A lot of spiritual stuff, good and evil. A lot of good stuff here. Obviously, the outfit she's, wearing, yeah, whatever. That's Cloak and Dagger. And they're supposed to be teenagers, right? Okay, so after that, there was a little 3-parter again back in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, 94, 95, 96. So right after the old miniseries was done at 4 issues, they came right back. All right, again, we got the front cover of that one, front cover of this one. Looks like some robot guy. You got Black Cat. You got Cloak over here grabbing her, and I don't know what they're doing with her, but I guess this robot guy is trying to. You got Spider-Man in his new black uniform, and then you got this robot guy here. I don't know who in the world that is. Oh, Silvermane. That's right. He's a creep. All right, so he's on the cover, and then you got this guy down here. That is the Answer. The guy's name is the Answer. Dumb. I'm sorry. It wasn't dumb. It just seems kind of dumb. Okay, this is November '84. Again, number 96, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man. What does it say here? Featuring the Black Cat, the Kingpin, the Answer, Cloak and Dagger, Silvermane, and what the well-dressed Spider-Man is wearing this season. So he gets his see how he gets his old costume back in this one. That's kind of cool. There's his one there with Venom issues. You can deal with that later. And then they had their own little Volume 2 series. And how do we know it's Volume 2? We look right inside the cover. It says Volume 2. If I could hold my... There we go. I'm going to put it over my eyeballs. Now it should work better. Cloak and Dagger, Volume 2, number 2. Number 1, obviously, it's a new series that Marvel's given it a try. September '85 to see if the sales are good on Cloak and Dagger. Back then, I don't know. They were doing okay, but let's see who's doing the drawing and art again. Let's flip the page. Sometimes they hide. Oh yeah, they hide it in the next page. Bill Manlow, Rick Leonardi, and Terry Austin again. Yeah, they're doing things. They got that pastor or father priest, Francis Delgado. Father Francis Delgado. All right, kind of guiding them. So this is one's missing 2. There's 2. We got 3. We got 4. There they are again. Secret Wars 2. It's a whole nother thing. Then we got number 10. Oh, we see we're getting some big time villains trying to get sales going because sales probably aren't doing that great. We got Dr. Doom. Yeah, that's what they do. And then it looks like it ended, and we got another one. This is the one we're going to talk about. This is the Mutant Misadventures of Cloak and Dagger. First issue, new format, more pages, fewer ads. Interesting. Guest starring X Factor, right? You want to get in some big shots. You got Jean Grey, Phoenix. You got Iceman, the Beast. Interesting. Got to throw in the superstars. Get these young teenagers some guests that are big time. This is October 1988. All right, number 1, so it's Volume 1 because it's a new title because it is the Mutant Misadventures of Cloak and Dagger. Whole different title. Not just Cloak and Dagger, you got to look for the Mutant Misadventures of. All right, so this is the series we're going to talk about because you demanded it. Again, we got a couple series. We got a limited series, we've got another series that ended and probably sales took it out now because you demanded it because I guess people were writing in letters? I don't know. I don't know if they email them or text them or what they did back then. In 1988, was there texting? Hun, was there texting in 88? I don't think there was there? No, okay. Oh, don't say the name though. Okay, so because you demanded it, Cloak and Dagger back in their own marvelous mag, Blind Salvation. Okay, so there's a little bit of the newer Mutant Misadventures. All right, and then we got number 2, number 1. There's another cover. I don't know what this guy. This is looks like a strange Ranger stuff going here. Illegal aliens. Okay, so Cloak and Dagger's in a different direction. Oh. Sorry, go back to number 1. Let's find out who's involved in the writing of this. Okay, so we got a different one. Terry Austin, who was, if you remember earlier, was an inker. Okay, so the inker took over writing. Interesting. Very interesting. A guy named Dan Lawless is the penciler. P. Craig Russell, which is, oh my gosh, fantastic artist on his own right. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, what's the name of the guy he did? Kill Raven. You gotta check out P. Craig Russell's work on Marvel's Kill Raven, which I predict would be a huge smash hit in a movie theater. Okay, Marvel people, Kill Raven. Hello. Kill Raven would just kill it at the box office. Believe me. Okay, so this is number 2. Again, let's look at the price tag too. $1.50. Went up from 60 cents. $1.25 number 1. Interesting. So from October, bi-monthly. Oh, just a minute here. Yeah, let's check it out. Probably bi-monthly. It also says that on here. It should say published bi-monthly right there. It says it right in there if you need to know. So every other month. So we had October number 1, December number 2. Price jumped up 25 cents. Look at that. $1.25, $1.50. And the original one was 60 cents. So here we go. And that was 1983. So now we are in, like we talked about, 1988. All right. So Cloak and Dagger 1, Cloak and Dagger 2. I got to keep them in order. Number 2. We got Cloak and Dagger number 3. I don't have all of them much. Again, we got some weird stuff going on here. I hope the lighting is good. I tried to do a different lighting system. We got Alienation. So we got a new series again. Terry Austin. Mike Vosberg is the penciler in this one. So yeah, it's kind of interesting when they kind of jump around artists and you kind of get worried. But okay, so we're on number 8. Let's skip to number 8. Featuring the return of Cloak. I guess he went somewhere. Would have been interesting having issues without Cloak. Huh. Oh well. You'll have to get the series to read it. And then we got one more in here, Spectacular Spider-Man. They show up in a 1989 annual. Number 10, The Atlantis Attacks. Okay, so we got Cloak and Dagger guest starring in this one. It's kind of cool. And Jerry Conway, fantastic writer. He's the writer, and I just don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry, Jerry. And we got Dave Ross as the penciler. And we got Cloak and Dagger showing up in here. Right there, there's Cloak. I don't know where Dagger is, but she's probably there. She is. So that's kind of cool. You might want to pick that one up. 1989 annual Spectacular Spider-Man number 9. 1989. And then we get to this one. Okay, everybody. This is The Adventures of ComicMangus. Sorry about all that prelude, but we wanted to get to it. Number 3. Episode number 3 of The Adventures of ComicMangus, the Mutant Misadventures of Cloak and Dagger. And we're going to put that down where it's number 9. Alright, so this is number 9. Now let's reveal that. Drum roll. And this is it. Now why did I pick this? I don't know, but look at all these guys. Look at this. This is, you know what's got to be going on here is that Cloak and Dagger's not selling, okay? Probably not selling a whole lot. So we're going to take a peek at all the... When I picked this is because I thought it was funny. Okay, we got a giant-sized Spectacular. We got Acts of Vengeance, which I think is a series going on between a lot of Marvel comics at the time. We got the Mutant Misadventures of Cloak and Dagger. $2.50, giant-sized Spectacular. Marvel at its best. Trying to get this thing going. It's no act, it's the Avengers! So you're going to throw the Avengers in the mix. You got featuring the villainy of the X-Men's Fenris. I don't know who that is. The Rock! Not The Rock. Rock. Hydro-Man. Hydro-Man, not a big seller. I don't know why Hydro-Man's in here. And the Hulk. And I guess the villainy is Hulk, even though the Hulk was an original Avenger. Figure that one out. And he's a current adventure. I don't know why. So I guess he's got some villainy going on. We got the She-Hulk in the middle there. Excellent. So we got maybe she's part of the Avengers at this time. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. See what's on the back. Countdown, 4-part Murder, Incredible Hulk, a series, and it'll add there. So this is what we're gonna do. Number 9. This is number 9, mid-December. So I don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, the next one. Let's see what 8 was. 8 was mid-November. So I guess I don't know what's that all about. I suppose because there's a Acts of Vengeance thing going on maybe. Okay. Anyway, so sorry. Okay, so we still got Terry Austin. Oh, of course, Stan Lee presents The Mutant Misadventures of Cloak and Dagger. Number 9. Terry Austin's the writer. Vosberg artist again. Don Cameron backgrounds. I suppose that's inking. Bunch of guys. Oh, we got some pinups coming up. Ooh, pinups. Oh, yep. Hun, sorry, but there's pinups of probably the Cloak, right? No. not. Probably the dagger. Well, probably both of them, but mostly a dagger. Okay, so let's start this one. Dateline, the present day, the Holy Ghost Church. The revelry of the recent reunion of Cloak and Dagger is abruptly terminated by the intrusion of a phalanx of some of the most deadly villains on Earth. Shortly, they will find themselves in desperate conflict with some of Earth's mightiest heroes to battle the Avengers.
Cloak, you bouncing blue bathrobe, you. I'd halt right there. I must say...
Okay, this is the new jester that's saying that. I don't know what he's saying. Hydro Man's back here. Rock, I don't know, it looks like you got stalactites coming out of here. I'm not sure what's going on there. We got the Hulk, and it's got Dagger by the head, or by the hair, and her arm. Then we got Fenris, and I do not know who they are. It almost looks like some twin deal. Twins connected or something, or I don't know. And the Incredible Hulk, question mark? See, I was questioning that too as well. So we got him. Maybe it's not him. We'll see. Okay, so the new jester continues saying, unless you want me to order the big green jelly bean to snap your girlfriend's neck. Dagger? Dagger? I'm sorry, question mark. No! You can see Cloak's hands. Okay, that's the splash page. Okay, now, if they're trying to increase sales, I don't know. I understand this. This would probably grab you. That splash page is just silly, if you ask me. Especially when you use that voice. Dagger? No! Okay, so now let's find out what's next. Poor Cloak, he's scared that Hulk's gonna snap her neck. If you dare harm her, little man, I'll... Now, no need to sully our fine friendship with threats of vile violence. We don't want to hurt either of you. This is just a reasonably effective ploy to ensure your rapt attention to our little sales pitch. You see, we're here to recruit you two crazy kids to join our squadron of hand-picked scoundrels in an attack against the Avengers. Uncle Jester wants you. Isn't that just too decent? All right, so that's the new jester talking. I'm not sure who's still talking here. See, it turns yellow, and I never understand that. Okay, now he's down here talking to Dr. Doom. I guess we got to read on. Let's find out what's going on. I was always completely mental about supervillains the way most kids are about rock stars. When the original it's still the new jester. When the original jester retired to become an actor, the stupid ham, I resolved to carry on his bad name and stole his costume and weapons in order to do so. Unfortunately, there were never any superheroes around to battle when I committed my crimes. Imagine my delight at receiving a summons to meet the big kahuna of super bad guys, Dr. Doom himself, at a posh mid-Manhattan hotel suite. Your mettle shall be tested in the crucible of battle as you desire. You shall assemble a cadre of supervillains to attack the Avengers at this time and place. Oh, joy! Oh, rapture! 1,000 thanks for this great honor, O most mighty of monarchs. I shall supply you with technical supplies and information as needed, but you shall amass your team from the ranks of those who have never clashed with the accursed Avengers on any previous occasion. I hear and obey, my ironclad idol. Okay, so we're kind of getting the idea here, right? Okay, so Dr. Doom, for some reason, has the power over this new guy. For some reason, this new guy really wants to, perform well for Dr. Doom and against the Avengers. So I guess he's going to try to find some people that have never tackled the Avengers before. So he runs around, he finds, what's that Typhoid Mary, finds her, and then, don't bother, buffoon, I heard the plan. I don't know if she's going to join or not. Looking for Hydro Man, she probably didn't join because she's smart. We got him going around looking for Hydro Man. Of course, Hydro Man has nothing to do. We got Andrea and Andreas Strucker, aka Fenris. I guess they're gonna go. Mysterious leader. I suppose he had more important things to do, don't you know? But he did send Rock along as his personal representative. Okay, so the leader, the mysterious leader, sent Rock in place of him. Oh, is this where the Hulk? Here's that looks like a Hulk face. Oh, we got a Hulk robot. All right, so that's why that now we know. Haha, now we know. The Hulk was not real. It's a robot from a previous Hulk issue. So somehow they're fixed up a robot. All right, so now we're back to present time, and the new Jester is telling Cloak and Dagger again, I figured you kids, as foes of Spider-Man, would make decent additions to my little group. Run along now and talk it over, and don't let the fact that we'll have to kill you if you refuse influence you in the slightest. Oh, no, of course not. All right, so Cloak, they think we're villains and I'm still too weak to take them all on. What shall we do? Our press has always been kind of mixed. Maybe we ought to hire a new relations guy. Okay, I'm sorry, but all right, never mind. COMICMANGUS, keep it to yourself. All right, now I think he's kind of whispering. Is that what that means? I think that means whisper right there. Those little dotted line or hyphens. We could pretend to go along with them to try to trip them up and prevent innocent bystanders from getting hurt. Eep! Time's up, kiddos, for the championship and your own miserable lives. What's your answer? Okay, elsewhere, the mood of the crowd outside the auditorium is angry, mirroring that of their friends and neighbors inside. But although tempers flare, there is no eruption of overt violence. Yet, people, please, this Avengers public forum can't continue until you all regain your seats, says Captain America. And see everybody there, you got Iron Man, Captain America, you got Wasp, Thor, and the She-Hulk. So they are current. Superheroes go home. I don't know what's going on. It's an angry mob upset about something. That's better. Thank you. All sides will be given a fair hearing to... Oh, sorry, Captain America. That's better. Thank you. All sides will be given a fair hearing here tonight. Now, sir, you were trying to make a point? You insufferable ingrates! Is it ingrates or ingrates, hon?
What?
Ingrates? Is it ingrates or...
Ingrates.
Ingrates. You insufferable ingrates! Calm down, Jen. We're here to try to sway a public opinion against the rumored government-imposed Superpowers Registration Act, not to inflame them further. Okay, see how Marvel they do that? All these they kind of summarize everything that I was wondering what these guys are doing here at this public forum. So the Wasp just explained it, that there's a Registration Act, which I think it was part of that Civil War deal you guys probably know about more than I do. I didn't read the comics, but I watched the movies. Okay, so you got She-Hulk she's all mad. I love it. You insufferable ingrates! All right. Now we got this lady saying, not too long ago, my baby Ruthie was trapped in the wreckage of our car when a fuel truck overturned on for the FDR drive. The police and the firemen had given her up for lost, and one thing in somewhat unselfish act, and we can never repay you. Okay, so she's talking about how great the superheroes are. And then there's a big debate on all the superheroes. Oh, look at that. Take no prisoners, Operation Wolf. Tato, the only game in town. Must be some more. Yeah, well, new Nintendo. Look at that. Nice. I don't remember that one. Okay, then some of them are getting upset and they're mad, and then She-Hulk yells, that tears it! As my favorite spinach gulping sailor once said, I've had all I can stands and I can't stands no more! And she jumps over the thing. There's some script. Listen up, you pinheads! In this country, the one who shouts the loudest does not win the debate. That's all She-Hulk. Humph, I suppose the one with biggest muscles does. So, shall we show our muscles, brother? Let's. My friend? Arr! Cousin Bruce? You're supposed to be dead. Okay, so obviously that's the robot Hulk, and there's this Fenris couple, and Now they're all fighting, and boom, boom, they all fall down, and crash, bang, crash, bang, crash, bang. I don't know how can Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, the Wasp get beat up by these Fenris people? I've never even heard of them. Okay, ooh, we got turtles. Turn your house into a sewer. Ultra video game? Must be, yeah, Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo was big in 1989. As you guys know, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, then the Rock comes on there, and again, it's not the Johnson Rock, but it's this Rock guy. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never heard of him. Then you got Hydro Man's coming. There he comes. He's going to take on Iron Man. I don't know how long this is going to go. This can't be. Ooh, another Nintendo. Lied. Get all fired up for the adventure of a lifetime. Role-playing, action-adventure, password feature, 2-speed levels. Lied. Never heard of it. Nintendo. Then we got the Hulk robot and She-Hulk battling and whatever. I should know. It's a... Okay, what? So a give up thing comes out of his mouth? Okay. This is kind of interesting. Very, very... A little bit more on the funny side. And Cloak and Dagger come and they do this and that, and then this happens, and then they got the pastor over here, some guy giving some guy flowers. I have no idea what's going on there. Then they got, he's visiting, and what's going on. Then we got Hydro Man again. Oh boy, he's tough against Iron Man. Oh my gosh. Iron Man's having a horrible time with him. Then we got the Rock. Oh man, Thor's just knocking him, breaking him apart, but the Rock is hanging in there and going, ARG! And he's having problems. Then you got the Hulk. Robots, heads coming off. She-Hulk, pretty much. Oh, then he's got something hiding inside his body. A hammer, one of those. What do you call them? One of those Costello and Bud Abbott and Costello and the Three Stooges. The hammer comes out and goes bonk right on her head. It's like, oh no! And it's just. And then they're all laughing down here. What is going on? Oh, it's tickling her. No way. Okay, I got to read this. This is unreal. Point. No. Oh no. Anything but that. Whir. This thing comes out of the side of the robot. And she's laughing. How do you know I'm ticklish? Oh my gosh. This is amazing. Okay, now we break the funny humor and go to Cloak and Dagger and Wasp. And they're taking on this guy, the Thing. Something. I don't know. Understand what's going on there. And I don't know what's happening over here. I don't know what's going on there. Some monster. Again, we got more of a drama. This is really pretty much pow, bang, crash. Pow, bang, crash. Here we go. All right, this one you got to get. Oh, here we go. Boom. So you got, oh, look at that. Got to love that with his tongue hanging out. She-Hulk just destroys that Hulk robot with one shot. I love it. All right, we got the Jester. Oh, he's finally showed up. Jester's taking on the Wasp. Okay, so here's Thor smashing the Rock for Odin. Okay, I'm sure his dad's happy about that. We got the Rock with no clothes on. Don't know why he's free of the Rock because the Thor smashed him. So he's naked and he runs away. Oh no, came back. Oh, and then he's upset. The Rock formed around him again, but he was naked for a little while. And we got the Wasp and the Jester fighting, and we got all these, I don't know what's going on with Iron Man. It's booze? What? Okay, we gotta figure out what's going on here. And that moment in the Dark Dimension, they've completely absorbed Hydro Man, and now the Sponge Men are advancing on me. I'm helpless in this useless armor. And to make matters worse, that isn't water dripping off them anymore. It's booze. This is real, hon. This is real. Memories of his awful alcoholic past sear Iron Man's brain until suddenly, are we there yet, She-Hulk? That's Dagger. Let loose what I've got, Dagger, right now. You did it! I don't know who's saying this. You did it! Your light drove those creatures away and they left Hydro Man behind. I'm not sure if that's Iron Man or the Dagger saying it, so. Hey, my armor has plenty of power left. My fears were just part of the nightmare induced by this place. Ladies, let's go home. I can't say that this is one of the better Marvel comics I've ever read, but I thought I'd, you know, present it because, you know, you see they're just throwing all these heroes and villains at Cloak and Dagger, trying to keep them from going up. But look at Nintendo over here. The Nintendo cereal system. Introducing a winning combination for breakfast. Kids, you can play video games during breakfast. Don't socialize. Don't mind your manners. Don't, you know, do anything else at breakfast time but play video games. Introducing the Nintendo cereal system. If you can't beat them, eat them. All right, Zelda and Super Mario Brothers. And then they got stuff going there, and Half Fooled You, and there was a gun thing. And then you got John Elway. Look at that. John Elway's quarterback kicks off in homes across America. More Nintendo. Is this like the Nintendo like sponsored magazine or what? Oh, then we got pinups. So next, they got next week we got the X-Force. So they're pulling out the Avengers, X-Men. They're doing anything to save these guys. There's what's saving them, and those are definitely not Barbie measurements. Those are far out Barbie measurements. Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, we got prizes for cash. That's on a pinup. It's ridiculous, but that's what the way it is. And we got another one here. That's pretty cool. Only this what? Only the something time. Secondest time I've ever done Cloak. Ever drawn Cloak. John Byrne. Okay. 1987. That's cool. Only the second time. So that's John Byrne. Who is this? Who is this guy? I don't even. Oh, it said it up here. It Howard Chaykin maybe. Could be Howard Chaykin. Howard Chaykin. All right. So there we go. I sure hope you're seeing this, everybody. That'd be horrible if I'm like off center here. Okay, here's one. This is pretty cool. That's Tixera, Mark Tixera. Tixera. That's very good. Cloak and Dagger. Another one here, Walt Simonson. Old time artist, awesome artist. Classy artist. Check out some of his older work in the 50s. Incredible. And we got one there, very interesting. I like that one too. Charles Vess, is that what his name is, I think? Charles Vess, yeah. Very cool. All right, so there's some of those pinups. Pretty discreet. They're done. Well done. Okay, so we got Dark Dispatches. The editor was Danny Fingeroth and assisted by Mark McLaurin. We appreciate your comments. Please write to Dark Dispatches Marvel Comics Group, 387 Park Avenue South, New York, 10016. Please tell us if you don't want your full address printed. Why would you want your address printed? I guess they used to write letters, pen pals kind of deal, so they always had address. Is that interesting? Now, I don't know why you would want to do your full address, but some people did. Okay, so here's a little note from Terry Austin. Hello there, this is Terry Austin. On this end of the typewriter, welcoming all of you to our first double-size spectacular. We've attempted to load this issue full of as many guest heroes, guest villains, and guest artists as we possibly could cram in to make it worth the extra dough. And we, modestly of course, think we've succeeded. All right, that is enough of that. Okay, so it's up to you guys to decide if they succeeded. Me, you kind of probably figured out my opinion, but that's the way it goes. Okay, next issue. Oh, we might have to read one letter. Oh, here we go. Dear Terry, they seek him here, they seek him there. Those flat feet seek him everywhere. Is he in Amsterdam or in Peekskill? That damed elusive daffodil. Congratulations on keeping the fearfully and wonderfully made blend so strong in both Tandy and Tyrone's latest doings. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's by Charles Sperling. All right. Huh. Interesting. All right, so probably can't see these because their glare is really bad. I would like to see an issue of Cloak and Dagger where a dastardly villain placed Cloak in a tank up to his neck in whole fresh milk and covered Dagger with sweet cream butter. Boy, What could be better? That was Willard Scott for the Dairy Council. All right. That was a true letter, hon.
Yeah.
And we got the response is, well, gosh, Willard in quotation marks, we'd really like to be able to accommodate your request, but unfortunately, we've already accepted a hefty product placement fee from a fertilizer company. Now, if I could only find a celeb who's a spokesman for that hardware chain that specializes in shovels, I get it. They think that guy's full of something. All right, here's the next issue. Oh, we don't have just Avengers crammed in here. We got Storm, Rogue, Dazzler, Colossus, Havoc. They're not the X-Men, but they are going to be head-to-head with Cloak and Dagger. See you there. Oh my gosh, and see you, not there, but see you next time on The Adventures of ComicMangus when we present episode 4 or issue 4 or whatever you want to call it. And this strap is cutting off my circulation to my head. Okay, so here's the light. This is kind of cool. I have no idea if this worked, but all I know is, ow, that hurts. My forehead. This hurts. Okay, I'm going to shut that off. Ow, that really hurts. Okay, I'm trying to turn it off. It's right above me, and oh my gosh, I need Tylenol. I got pain. I got a lot of pain. I got pain.